Ben, you started talking about your journey in kind of the residential real estate side. That's kind of how you kind of started your real estate journey. And you did that, I think you said for the first like 10 years in your real estate experience. And then about after that 10 years, you shifted into more of a commercial real estate focus, looking at different asset classes. So I'm always curious, how did you, change your mindset to going away from just investing and working in residential real estate to then going kind of upstream, so to speak, and going into the commercial side?
So yeah, I actually I created a little portfolio of properties that were key acquisitions that I made in my first 10 years of investing. And
Okay.
it's available also on our webpage, moneymanagement.today, under Soifer Investments. That's specifically my, you know, investments, like I said, in the first 10 years. So a lot of them were exchanges, to in order to save money with the IRS, you're behooved to go and find another property that's a rental property, and that way, you don't have to pay Uncle Sam. So
Yeah.
um, I started out with SFR, single family residences, because that's what I was selling my clients anyways. So obviously, I'm able to find the deal because I'm in the business,
Yep.
and as long as I saved up my commissions, then I should be able to buy a home. And that's really what I was doing. My first year in the business, I bought two properties. My second year in the business, I bought two more properties. Then it was 1998. Everything's been going up since 94. I got a little bit scared. Then a little bit the 2000, correction that happened through the internet bubble.
Yeah.
That obviously put a little bit brakes into it, but I continued to buy throughout. Where in 2004, I actually did my first commercial deals.
Okay.
I had a property in Woodland Hills here, which I was able to exchange into a shopping center in Houston. And at that time, LoopNet, CoStar was just starting out. This is 2004. You were able to actually find good deals on those platforms. Right now, it's a little bit more difficult, which
Yeah.
is a whole other story. But I realized, even though I was my bread and butter was obviously, selling to the people around me that I've been selling for the last decade real estate, but my investment focus was completely on commercial properties that are triple net leases, so that way the investor is able to really not withstand when tax fees go up, or when there's other expenses to the property. That's why triple net leases are really the best for the investor. And understanding that the exit strategy, that if we want to work for 10 years, for 15 years, when are we going to be able to get that passive income that's really going to give us what we need in order to live? And all we need in order to get that income is make sure that it's secured by good collateral, where it's growing and it's, counter fighting inflation. And that's real estate. That's real estate. So at the end of the day, how can you manage it better? How can you be part of the better deals where hopefully your partners are doing the best and not charging you too much? That's the
Yeah.
goal, just like any investor would want. So because I was in it, and because I saw, all of the opportunities, and I had other investors that I was working with that showed me what they were doing, that allowed me to really compound my growth. When you said earlier, how is it that you even knew how to get into it, or all of that? It's I surrounded myself with people that were doing it, and they were willing to share.